Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how to do this look that I'm wearing right now by using the Too Faced Joy to the Girls palette. I just got it at Ulta. I think it was only like $48 or something, but it comes with all these shadows and a full-size mascara. So I'm going to be using quite a bit of them. And yeah, if you like the way my face looks, I guess, just keep watching and let me know what you think. Rate below, comment, whatever. Tell me if I can do something better, I guess. Alright, well, keep watching. Thanks. First, I'm using Eufora's Body Blends Face and Body Moisturizer, and I'm just applying that all over my face just to get a nice, smooth base. Now I'm taking Revlon Colorstay eyeliner in brown, and I'm just lining the under part of my eyebrow just to get a good defined shape. I know a lot of people use like MAC dip down or whatever, but I'm only doing the underneath now. I'll do the rest of my eyebrows later in the video, which you will see. Take a dry mascara wand or a brush and just brush out that line so it's not so harsh. Then clean everything up with the NYX Wonder pencil. I prefer to use this instead of concealer just because I feel like concealer makes my eyeshadow stick weird. But just pull it out with the Sigma F70 concealer brush, so that way it's not clumpy. Then use Stay Don't Stray on your lids or any primer that you have. This just happens to be my favorite at this moment. And apply it to your lid, put it under your eye, wherever it goes. That's fine, can't hurt. Going right over top of that, you're going to take the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk and just apply that under your brow bone and all over the bottom part of your lid, closer to your lash line. And again, blend it out with your finger, or you can pull it with a concealer brush. I tend to just do the concealer brush under my eyebrow because you don't want it to be clumpy. You don't want anything to stick too heavily in one spot because then it'll just look kind of weird. We really just want to get a good light base here so that way the eyeshadow shows a little brighter. Now on to the fun stuff. So using the Joy to the Girls palette and this fluffy brush and the shadow Snow Angel, just place that under your brow bone. I'm not really sure what that brush is. It's actually a fake MAC brush like a long time ago, but it's one of my favorites. Then taking the eye shading brush from Sigma, it's an E55, and just dabbing that in Snow Angel and into powdered sugar. Place that all along your lash line and blend it upwards towards your crease, but not quite into your crease. The goal is to keep the lid really light and darken down the crease to create some really good depth. Take the same fluffy brush that you just used on your brow bone and just blend the two colors together. Now I'm taking a Japonesque A32 travel crease brush, and I'm going to pick up the color Cheers and the color Cookie Dough. And I'm just going to sweep that across my crease, kind of above my crease. It doesn't have to be super clean. You just want to get it on there so that way you have a color that's easy to blend into so you don't have any hard lines when we're all finished. Now take Mulberry and place that closer to your crease but still just above it because we're going to put a darker color in your crease. Now taking a Sigma pencil brush, which is an E30, and dipping that into Sugar Plum, you're going to draw a line about halfway across your eye, as thick as you want. I generally would recommend starting out thinner before you go thicker. Just draw it on there, and then take a medium angled shader brush, this is a Sigma E70, and just blend it out. I would recommend doing it horizontally first, like with the long bristles on the outside and the shorter ones towards your tear ducts, and then kind of twisting it after you have it evenly dispersed across just to make sure that there's no hard lines. It'll kind of blend itself out that way. Dip your pencil brush back into Chestnut and a little bit of Yule Log and just dot it on the very outer corner. Then pick up your angled shader brush again and just blend it out. Same exact thing horizontally, and then twist it a little bit so that way the longer bristles are kind of more pointed towards your eyebrow. And just blend until you're happy with the way that it looks. I like to take a fluffy brush and just go back over near my tear ducts so that way there's not a heavy concentration of color. Now I'm taking Tarte's Egyptian Kohl eyeliner in black, and this is actually an Ulta angled brush. And I'm just going to dip that into the liner. You only need a little bit start on the outer corner and work your way in. Try to stay as close to your lash line as possible. I find it easier to do this with my eye kind of open, because if my eyes shut, I wind up getting it everywhere. Then I kind of start to pretend to draw a line under my eye just to get that perfect cat eye look, and just follow that straight across using very, very small sweeping motions. You don't want to just pull it and wind up with this huge line across your eyeball, which has happened to me multiple times. Just sharpen out your angle as far out as you want it, or if you don't want it out at all, then you don't have to wing it out at all. Then I'm taking Physicians Formula Concealer in Light and Benefit That Gal Brightening Primer, and I'm just putting that on the back of my hand. I'm going to mix the two together, and that's what I'm going to put under my eye. I always do my concealer before my foundation because, as you can see, I am really red, and I like to kind of drop it down pretty far. So with my flat angle P88 Sigma brush, which is, these Kabuki brushes are like my favorite, I'm just going to pull it out and drag it out, clean up my wing line, make sure there's nothing, no weird redness. Then take my round Kabuki brush, which is an F82, and I'm just going to dab it down. You still want it to be there, but you just need it to blend out, so that way you don't have any hard lines when you go and put your foundation over top of it. Then with whatever's left on the back of my hand, I've got a weird red spot over there, I'll cover that up, and then everywhere, that you would normally highlight, your nose, your chin, your upper lip, like all that stuff, just put it on there. Use this Revlon Whipped Foundation in the color 240 Beige, and again, my Sigma Kabuki brush, and I'm going to spray it with this Oasis Mist H2O spray, just to make it a little bit more easy to blend. I just dip it in the container, dab it all over my face. You don't really want to pull too much. I mean, around my hairline, I will sweep it out, but other than that, just kind of stipple it around. Really clean up around your eyebrows, which is why I didn't color them in yet, because you want to make sure you get as close to your eyebrows as possible. And don't forget your neck, of course. I'm going back in with that NYX Wonder Liner and just lining my inner rim. Then I'm taking Too Faced Perfect Black Eyeliner and lining my upper waterline, so that way there's no space in between the two. Curl your lashes, and if you don't curl your lashes, then don't. And apply a primer. I'm not sure what brand that primer is, but really any primer will do. And take Anastasia Brow Fix, which is a brow wax pencil, and I'm just running that over my brows, and again with the dry spoolie, just making sure all my brows are in place. Taking a Sigma small angle brush, which is an E65, and the color Mulberry, I'm just going to fill in the rest of my brows. Generally, I would just use any brown matte eyeshadow to shape my brows, but for the sake of this tutorial, I figured I'd use a color that's in the palette, and you just want to use small strokes and just really shape out your eyebrow. You don't want any spaces, you don't want it to look super fake. So when you're done, again with that damn spoolie, just take it and brush out some of the shadows so that way it's not super hard. Set everything down with a translucent powder. I'm using Victoria's Secret's translucent powder and a tapered blending E40 brush from Sigma just to apply it under my eyes. Then I'm taking the big guy, and that's the large powder F30 brush, and applying that mostly to my cheeks, my nose, and my chin. I really don't bring it too much up on my forehead because my forehead gets to get kind of dry. Then taking Falsies Big Eyes mascara. I really like this one because it has a small wand on one side and then the bigger wand on the other side. I'm just going to apply my first coat of mascara to my eyelashes, of course with waterproof so it doesn't drip down below my eyes throughout the day. Taking an angled brush again, spraying it with the H2O Plus again, and dipping it in Sugar Plum, I'm going to line underneath my lower waterline, about 2/3 of the way in. And then taking that same Sigma brush that we used earlier, I'm going to apply Snow Angel just to my tear duct and right under my eye and blend it up so that way everything connects together. Then I'm going to take Too Faced Lashgasm mascara and just apply that right over top of the mascara I just put on. I don't really think you can have too much mascara, and especially with a brush like this, it's really small and kind of spiky, so it's really good at separating out your lashes. Probably not the best for building it up. Taking Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer and my Ulta contour brush, I'm just going to go ahead and apply this into the hollows of my cheekbones and a little bit on my jawline, kind of up onto my temples, just a little slight contouring. I prefer this brush to a lot of other brushes because it's more dense. It's easier to blend the color out, and it just deposits color exactly where you want it to go, whereas most blush or contour brushes tend to be quite fluffy and you can't really blend out too good. Obviously that one was a little harder, so if you have any troubles where like it's sticking, just go over it with like a big powder brush and just really blend it out so you don't have anything super hard. Then I'm going to take Nars Orgasm and a Tokidoki blush brush, and I'm just going to apply that to my cheeks and really sweep it back to like the tops of my ears. Orgasm is a nice blush because it kind of works as a highlighter at the same time. It just really gives your cheeks a nice shimmery color. I kind of messed up on this part of the video, but this is Revlon Colorstay Mineral Gloss in Overtime Wine, and I'm using just a Sephora lip brush. And I kind of fell out of the camera at this point, but I would definitely recommend putting on anything Colorstay with a brush because it does not move. And again, with my falsies mascara, might as well just put another coat over top because the other one's not waterproof, and I prefer everything to be waterproof. Then whatever was left on my pencil brush from earlier, I'm just taking that and connecting it out to the wing part of my liner and blending it with that tapered brush again. And that's the complete look. Thanks for watching. I mean, rate, comment, let me know what I can do better, what was good, what was bad, whatever you want to see. Just let me know. Alright, thanks. Bye.